Hi. So we got this Hawk Vision lock with this acrylic lock. So this is pretty heavy and big enough, and it works perfectly fine. So let's say that I close the door, and this is pressed, and it's pretty good. So if I put this 12 volts, this should automatically close and open this. But the problem with this is like we will have some coil. So let's open this. So we have to match here. So I'll just open this quick. This opens. This is what we have inside, and these are inside of this. We have a coil. This is a coil we have it, and this is the lock. When I press this, nothing happens. When I press this here is getting locked. So when I press this, it's getting locked here, and just if I just slightly pinch this lever a little bit, unlocked, and then it goes back again. So this is the problem with this particular coil. So it has the, let us remove this coil and have a look at this. So the coil is opened, and here we go. Okay, so this is what we have inside this coil. So one more is fallen somewhere else. Oh, here it is. So this is one here and one here, and when you apply the current, so this coils usually, like these have some sort of magnetized, and they just pull inside. So this is usually being connected to this one. When you pull it inside, this they just pull this inside like this, and then it gets unlocked. So let me show it to you again. So we go here, and this is a normal, and that particular coil will just slightly pull it inside, it unlocks, and then it goes back, and then again when you do this, you cannot really go ahead and then unlock this, because this particular mechanism what you see here, just have a look at this. When I press this went inside. Just have a look, this went inside, so this does not go here. When it comes out, it goes. So this is the problem, and we cannot really automate this much, and it is requires 12 volts power supply and all of these different things. So, and I want to avoid that particular part. So what I'll just do is, for now, we'll keep this safe in its place back again, and try doing our engineering with this. So I have this with me, and I have a servo motor, small servo motor, SG90. I just have painted this black. So this is nothing but the same one, SG90, what you usually see out there. So I'll just please put this here. I'm planning that let's put this here, and somewhere here like this. Okay, so this fits perfectly fine. It goes here perfectly fine, and most probably I would keep it this way, and this is somewhere. So I'm just going to pull this, and this is going to get pulled up with this. And I leave this comes back. But the question is, this is a hard, so when it pulls, it's all fine, but when it comes back, this will not be coming fully back, because just have a look at this. So I press this one now. Just have a look at this. I press this completely, and as soon as I release this, right, so when I release this, it came. Now it is not going back until and unless this is again released. This will not go back, right? So when I release this will go back. But that same thing I want from this, but this will not be able to push it up. So I cannot have something hard, because it's going to be like completely rigid. So if it misses the portion, then it's going to be like again go back and then come back and so on. This is going to create an issue with this. So you don't have a rigid joint between this and this. So I have to plan something. So I found that pulling I can do, like by tying a thread kind of a thing, I can pull it up, but thread cannot push it back, right? And this cannot push it back all the way, because it'll have some sort of gap here. Because when it goes here, it'll have some this kind of a gap, and then it'll keep going like this and like this. I don't want to do that. So I figure out, like, we'll just use this to pull it using a thread, and then leave it back, but thread cannot push it back again here. So we will use some clever. So we'll use, comes with a rescue rubber band. So I'll just go ahead here and put this inside this. Okay, so I put it inside here, and I am planning to put it in here at this spot, and also put this inside below this rubber band here. So now this way, okay, now what happens is, so I can pull this, so this is enough for me. I can also, so this is enough for me. This servo motor can pull this much, and when it leaves it is back here. So now, so I pull it up and it automatically pulls it back. So this part is out. So it's pretty good to go. This is doing the things, and it's going to be forever. You have put up here, it's not going to come out, and this is all good to go with this. Now the next thing what I have to do is I have to put this here and then pull this somehow. I thought I will go ahead and then pick up this part of a thread I have with me here. So I just found this laying around in the hall. So we just pull this up and then put this completely here. Put this completely in this part. Then you see this is a moving mechanism I have with me. So this particular thing moves. This particular thing moves like this way. So this would create a hindrance. So now my thought, I'll just print this small piece of a 3D printed part here in this. If you just have a look at this 3D printed part here, so I'll just do is I have here, and then I'll just put this on the top. Done. Now what I'll just do is I'm going to pull this with this. So we're just going to pull it a little bit, leave it again, and so on. I'm going to use this. We'll come back to this mechanism later. We'll just try to take up this and put this threads into this thing, and then see you. I've now tied this in this part. It's pretty scary. Okay, so this time this should not fail, most probably. Okay, so now I have this, and I brought this here. So let's try out once. Let's assume that the gate is long, okay, and a little bit, sorry, this also will go well if I keep this way. It's good to go, right? So let's assume that I keep it there, and okay, so I'll just take this up. This is converted to 360, so I'm not going to use this one. To remove this, take up this one, and we go here, and we keep this here, and this should just move a little bit. So that's all. Alright, so I just connected this one here, and then we found the position for the default 0, and now when I just take this, it should be like this, and then it goes back again here. So all this done, and I used a glue gun to stick this, and it's perfectly fine. And here we go, this also put a little bit of a glue stick at this position, and this is also sticking pretty well, and this is right in the perfect position with this. And I think so most probably we have to go ahead and then put up a screw here into this thing. So let's just it's time for the test. So let's see how it works. So we have done the coding, everything out there, and you just press the command O, right? Press O. So you see this, like, again, let's do it. So now when I lock this, and now I give a press O, it's working fine. So I never need to worry about the changing of the coils and all of these things. These are really expensive too, and then they cost a lot to replace and all of these different things. And we're going to go ahead and put some batteries into this thing, and I'm going to use I'll not use this Arduino, I'll be using this vMOS D1 mini, and I'll try to put this up here, and then a charging module, and might be a 18650 battery along with this, so that I can put everything inside this and then go ahead. So let's get it done. So now let's finally close this and have a look at it once. Now let me just show it to you. For now, we'll have this thing, and now I'm gonna press this, and this also works. It works, and now automatically from this Arduino, it works both the ways and pretty well. I'll be using this remote. When I press this remote, this should work.